Today we're taking you behind closed doors of the World Economic Forum. Yes, we were right there, soaking in every moment. From groundbreaking discussions to unexpected encounters. Come along as we reveal not just what happened, but who we met and the insights we gained. But that's not all. Today you'll also get a closer look at who we are. Join us on this journey and don't forget to like and subscribe to stay connected with our adventures. Welcome back to the switch to a green economy.
Jävlar, kanske inte den. So I'm Alexander Helling, I'm the CEO of Baseload Capital.
Well, hello! My name is Kristina Hagström-Elievska and I am a naive optimist with a rebellic streak, and I just happen to be the CMO at Baseload Capital. It's such a punishment to get up that early in the morning. Getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning when the clock is like ringing and you're like, no, but it was time. So I jumped into my clothes and outside was Leffe. God morgon, Leffe. And Leffe is my best friend, best taxi driver in the world. So I know that if I call Leffe, then he will knock on the door if I'm still sleeping. Good morning.
What motivated you to attend the World Economic Forum this year?
This year it was actually to learn, to see, if you've heard so much about the World Economic Forum, all the top leaders in business and politics are all there. So we wanted to get the feeling, is this a platform where we can spread the gospel of geothermal and of Baseload Capital?
What motivated us to go to Davos is definitely the network. I think it was a specific important topic at Davos right now. They're talking very much about AI.
My guess is that we can make 100 years of progress in areas like biology in 5 or 10 years if we really get this AI stuff right.
So I'm eager to tell the story of what actually geothermal can do for AI. Because if you look at what AI needs, stable baseload, quantum in the future, they need minus 273 degrees. Baseload, geothermal is what is the answer to it.
I think in Davos you have to, in order to get what you want, you have to prepare quite a lot, right? So this year we're here to learn, but for next year we would be quite diligent in listing down these are the people that we want to meet, these are the discussions that we want to have, so and then go for that. And it's a place where you can actually meet up with all of those, so you need to find the right events and you make sure you can go to them. Then you have a bonus, and that's that you meet these random people that can also add on, but I wouldn't connect them. I would not travel to Davos without an agenda or without the preparations.
You attend the Swedish lunch and the panel.
Yes.
Let's move into that.
Okay, but Alex, honestly, what are we doing in Davos?
So it's our first time at the World Economic Forum, and we're going here to attend the Swedish lunch, meet up with the Breakthrough Energy Ventures, and also to see what all the fuss is about. Can we, do we have a place at the World Economic Forum, and can we put geothermal on the map?
The answer to that is yes, yes, and yes. Over and out.
The Swedish lunch is located at the Alpen Gold Hotel, which is up on the hill. So you have to go there, you have basically a security checkpoint, you ride a train up on the hill or the mountain, and then the Swedish lunch gathers around 2,000 visitors, and they run different panels, and it's a big mix of nationalities, so it's not only Swedish, and the Swedish lunch is actually famous all through the World Economic Forum, and it's been around for 10 years plus. So it's a very nice event in a cool environment, and it's a big mix. It's not only politicians or business people, it's also people from the culture, from working with arts and culture, and it's a nice mix.
So I prepared the shit out of me. I put so much time and effort. So as soon as I knew what type of panel I was sitting in and what type of people we were going to meet, I listened to every podcast you can listen to. I read as much as I could. I made sure to read newspapers and be updated on the world news every day and prepared my notes to the detail, to the word, about what I wanted to say. What was my key messaging? What did I want to accomplish? What would be most valuable? What would be a win? What would be a loss? And put all of this in notes.
She was very nervous because the Swedish prince was sitting right in front of her. So Kristina is never nervous of being in the panel or moderating, but when she have royalties in front of her, then she gets a bit nervous.
Would you say you're a royalist?
Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of the royal houses, and of course, absolutely mostly our Swedish royal house. With my preparations I just entered stage and I did good. I did good. I was prepared. I could answer all the questions. Jen was amazing. Anna-Maria Hempe was also really, really good. She had some good examples of AI and healthcare. And my best moment was when I got everybody, including first row, to sit up and look down and look at their feet and think underneath them there is heat that can be power. So think about the heat beneath your feet. And I love it.
I would describe Kristina as a energizing Duracell bunny with a lot of heart. Kristina have an amazing drive to get things done, but at the same time she cares about people and she makes sure she gets people to go along with her, and I think that's one of the biggest strength. Now, if Kristina would work somewhere else, I think she would be miserable.
He has such... He has very high beliefs, but to be honest, he might be right. If I would describe Alexander, he's a kangaroo. He's jumping, fun to be with, pretty cute, takes care of people, you know, but strong as hell. What you don't know about him is that he is... It sounds strange that you don't know this about him. You probably picked it up. He's very smart. He's extremely smart. But you know, when people are smart and have power, and if they are kind as well, that's when you know they're good people.
No, but we are extremely, me and Kristina are extremely alike. We love talking about different business ideas, how we can improve things, how we can work and have fun at the same time, because since work is such a big part of life, it's also important that you do it and have fun at the same time.
Day 3, Davos. Getting tired, but of course happy. Walking down the big street, making sure to be on time for the next meeting. We have been jumping from one place to another, doing a lot of meetings. A meeting in the car, a meeting on a fancy restaurant, then go back to finding some coffee shop somewhere, and then wander the streets for a while until your next event. It's fun though, I like it.
But one of the memorable connections that we made, and was just by coincidence. We were speaking to this nice American gentleman, and it turned out that he had been the senior advisor to the Biden administration when it comes to energy questions. So, you know, working with renewable energy in the US, that's a very good connection to have. And he got our children's book, he was super happy, want to reconnect. Of course, he's not in the administration now, but he has a lot of connections in Washington and would like to meet up with us there. So that's a great connection to work on with, and you know, happened just by coincidence.
To be asked to share one memorable conversation I've had is super difficult, but I want to give an example of how it actually works. So I'm sitting at this place and we're preparing to go into a meeting, and I'm sitting next to this dude and he is sitting and eating a sandwich, and I'm saying like, hey, it smells good, you know, like just joking. And then he's like starting to have a conversation and where we are, what we're doing, you know, what work do you do? And suddenly it's like, oh, so you're into geothermal, interesting, because I'm working for the World Fair and we're looking into projects, and I'm actually meeting with the president of Bahamas. I would really like to have some more information. Could you actually like provide me something there? And I was like, between him chewing on the sandwich and you're like preparing to go on to a meeting, you're like, yeah, sure, let's switch contacts. And we'll talk more later.
Looking at, you know, what the US are doing, imposing trade barriers, for example, I feel that we have bigger challenges that we need to focus on, like the climate change. Like for on the top one, like we can estimate consequences, but we don't know where that will take us. And by switching the focus over to trade barriers or, you know, wars or other things, we're not solving one of the most key issues, or it takes time away from one of the key issues. And I think that's it's sad and it's stupid.
Just to finish this up, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is not valuable and 10 is very valuable,
Yes.
how would you grade Davos week?
I would give it an 8. I think, you know, it's been amazing. I think we've learned a lot, and I think that with these learnings we can make next year a 10.
I'm coming back for a 10.
Very good.
So are you.